welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us at AFC Vacations today as we explore one of America's most unique and beautiful destinations in depth, and that is South Florida and the Florida Keys. Our fantastic Florida and the Keys itinerary combines vibrant cities, incredible wildlife, tropical scenery, and fascinating history. And we create an unforgettable travel experience from Miami all the way to Key West. Now, what we do at AFC Vacations are worldwide tours and cruises of all different travel styles, whether it's our Unpack Once tours that stay at one hotel for your entire trip, European river cruises that are fully chartered with all of our travelers, or our train tours that go through both the national parks as well as internationally. We have a lot of variety to what we offer in over 80 destinations worldwide. So a lot of great trips to choose from. Now, what's included with an AFC tour, first and foremost, is round-trip airfare, and that's shown in the brochure for each of the major gateways. And if you have friends or family members that want to join you on a trip from other parts of the U.S., they are more than welcome to. Have them reach out to us, and we can book their tour and their airfare as a total package. We also have experienced tour managers that lead these trips. These are guided tour experiences. So it's a really great way to travel and get to learn about the destination firsthand from somebody who knows the area. We stay at quality hotels, have great sightseeing incorporated, and incorporate several great meals along the way. With all of our breakfasts included, we also incorporate a welcome and farewell dinner on our tours, and then certain cultural meals or specific destinations. And then one of our great aspects that we do offer is our home pickups. I'll talk more about that in just a moment. Our booking guarantees, we have a couple of different guarantees that we offer. First are our guaranteed departures, and that means that trip has enough passengers to go out the door, is ready to operate. So you'll see the symbol GD in the brochure. That means that trip is ready to go with enough passengers to operate. Also, our guaranteed pricing. What that means is once you put your deposit down on a tour, your price is locked in. So even as fuel prices change, as other surcharges come our way, that doesn't get passed on to you. And so that's what you can expect with the AFC. We also are part of the USTOA, that's the United States Tour Operators Association. And so we're a select member of about 50 tour operators nationwide, covered under a $1 million Travelers Assistance Program. Our home pickup airport service is one of the best things about how we operate at AFC. We pick you up at your door, take you to the airport, and bring you back at the end of your trip. And it simplifies the whole travel experience for you. Really makes things a lot easier. You don't have to worry about where to park, how much that's going to cost for your week's vacation. All of it is taken care of. So we pick you up at your home, take you to the airport, and bring you back. If you choose to make your own way to the airport, if you use Uber or Lyft or get a ride with friends or family, let our office know in advance, and we'll take $100 off your final payment per person. What AFC really stands for is real people and real service, and we've been providing that since 1982. So a long-standing company with great experience in our office, over 130 years combined experience in the travel industry with our office and our team. So when you're looking to book a tour, make sure you book with a company that's under that USTOA sponsorship and a member brand. It really does help to have that backing of the $1 million Travelers Assistance. Now, we have all sorts of great vacations and a lot of great values to offer along with that, one of which is our risk-free deposits. So if you do put a deposit down on a trip, your deposit itself is available via future travel credit for any cancellation fees, deposits, or travel insurance within 90 days, and that's even without the travel insurance. Our Travelers Club is our loyalty program. So if you do book a trip with us and a second tour within 18 months, you automatically receive $100 loyalty credit off that second trip, and each trip thereafter within that 18-month window. Now, our Refer a Friend credit has gone up. It's doubled since the last time we've done our show. So we appreciate referrals. We are a company that started based on word of mouth. And so if you do tell your friends or family members about us and they take a trip with us using your name, your next trip will be $200 off. And then with our early booking savings, it's now been extended to more travelers. And so it's up to the first 40 travelers that do apply for the early booking savings. The first 20 travelers to book on a trip save the most amount of money, $100 on our domestic and international trips, and up to $200 off per person on our exotics and European river cruises. And then the 21st or 40th traveler saves $100 off our European river cruises and up to $75 off on our domestic and international trips. So it does pay to book early and pay your final payment by check. Getting into this fantastic program, this is a wonderful new tour that we've introduced for 2027, and this is the first tour we're announcing for next year. So I'll get a chance to go in depth on this program, give you a great behind the scenes look at this tour and all that it incorporates, which is quite a lot. We start out by flying in and out of Miami. That's our main hub for Air Gateway on arrival and departure. And then we spend our first 3 nights in Fort Lauderdale. We'll then work our way down to Homestead, and that is at the southern tip of Florida, before doing 2 nights in Key West. And I'll go over each of the individual inclusions as part of this. But you can see in the top portion of the screen all the different dates that we do have: January, February, March, and then November as well. So as things are cooler in California, it's a great chance to go down to Florida and warm up a bit. And the tour is 8 days, 7 nights. We start out by arriving in Miami and then transferring up to Fort Lauderdale on the trip. And as our adventure begins, we arrive in the city of Miami, and then our motor coach takes us up to Fort Lauderdale, where we'll spend 3 nights at the Hilton Fort Lauderdale Marina. And you can see from the images a lot of great amenities, beautiful restaurant with both water view as well as interior, great interior with the workout rooms and fantastic rooms themselves. We'll start out on day 2 with a city tour of Miami, and that incorporates South Beach and the Art Deco Historic District, and you can see all the beautiful architecture along this way. Now, during our city tour, guests will experience iconic areas like Little Havana, the famous Art Deco district that you'll see here, as well as many other components of the city of Miami. We'll then work our way over along the Rickenbacker Causeway and get a chance to see Cape Biscayne. And this is an amazing stretch of waterway that connects a large area of activity. Now, what we'll do along this way is journey through Miami. And one of the great parts of the area is Little Havana. This is a great neighborhood with a lot of fantastic food and a really wonderful place to explore. Now, along this stretch, this has a ton of Cuban heritage, and where the sounds of Latin music, authentic cuisine, cigar shops, and vibrant street life create an unforgettable cultural experience. Along the way, we'll also see the modern skyline of downtown Miami, and then that beautiful bridge that I showed you just a moment ago, visiting Key Biscayne, and the world-class marinas and the tropical scenery that's made Miami a favorite destination for travelers from around the world. And throughout the tour, you'll get a chance to experience the fascinating history of the area, and that includes some of the small coastal settlements that became a premier destination. As we work our way up through the Fort Lauderdale area, we get a chance to see what's called the Venice of America, and that's because of its extensive networks of waterways and luxury waterfront homes. And our scenic cruise offers a relaxing view of yachts, mansions, and a beautiful intercoastal waterway that give guests a great perspective of the elegant coastal city. Then it's off to the incredible Everglades National Park, and this is one of the highlights of the tour. And we glide across the beautiful waterways of the Everglades, known as the River of Grass. And there you'll experience the beauty and excitement of the wetlands up close and get a chance to spot some of the native wildlife and enjoying an authentic Southern Florida adventure. Now, the airboats are used to protect the environment from waste and spillage from other vehicles and to limit the noise disturbance for the animals. And the Everglades are home to incredible wildlife, including alligators, manatees, birds, and countless native species found nowhere else on the planet. Now, at the Shark Valley Visitor Center, you'll get a chance to board a guided tram tour throughout the heart of the Everglades. And this experience offers exceptional opportunities to observe wildlife in their natural habitat and learn about the fragile wetland ecosystem and the conservation efforts that protect it. And our exploration continues at the Biscayne National Park, one of South Florida's national treasures, and the largest marine national park in the national park system. Unlike most national parks, nearly 95% of Biscayne is made up of water, and that creates a stunning environment of crystal clear bays, coral reefs, mangrove forests, and small tropical islands. And at the Visitor Center, you'll get a chance to see some of the incredible biodiversity that makes the park so special. The park protects 4 major ecosystems with mangrove shorelines, shallow Biscayne Bay, and the northern Florida Keys. All are part of the Florida Reef, and that is the only living coral barrier reef in the continental U.S. So as we explore the area, guests will learn about the rich marine life that inhabits these waters. That includes the tropical fish, sea turtles, rays, manatees, dolphins, and a variety of bird species. The park's also home to vibrant coral reefs that support thousands of marine organisms. And then working our way down through the unbelievable mangroves, getting a chance to see these in person is really special. And the peaceful scenery, turquoise waters, and tropical landscapes of Biscayne National Park offer a completely different perspective of Florida, one that's centered on conservation, marine ecology, and the beauty of the natural world. Now, we'll also incorporate a lunch at the beautiful Flamingo Lodge area as we travel, and that's located on the southern tip of the Everglades. So surrounded by stunning natural scenery, it's a relaxing stop that gives you an opportunity to unwind and soak in the peaceful beauty. One of the other highlights that we take in within Everglades National Park is the beautiful Pehe overlook. And that name comes from the Seminole language meaning grassy waters, which is a perfect description of the vast river of grass that stretches across the Everglades. And it is a short elevated boardwalk that leads guests to an observation platform offering great panoramic views of the sawgrass prairies. And from that vantage point, you'll be able to truly appreciate the enormous scale and natural beauty of the Everglades. Then we'll stay one night in the town of Homestead in the southern portion of Florida at either the Hilton Garden Inn, the Hampton Inn, or the Courtyard by Marriott as our gateway to the Florida Keys. Day 5 takes us south, and we'll journey along the spectacular Overseas Highway, and this is truly an unbelievable opportunity to explore. I love taking this drive, getting to see the beautiful watercolors along that stretch, working our way out to the Keys. And there we'll visit Isla Morada. It's a wonderful little community. It's a sport fishing capital of the world, and it's a charming island community famous for its laid-back atmosphere, beautiful waterfronts, and rich connection to the seas. From Isla Morada, we then arrive for a 2-night stay in Key West at the Hilton Garden Inn, and that really is a great hub for activities from around that area. Then our adventure continues that same day in Key West with an Old Town trolley tour, and that introduces everybody to the island's colorful history, the really charming architecture in the historic district, and lively culture. We also have a full day at leisure available on this tour, and that's day 6, which gives you a chance to explore on your own with some great recommendations from your tour manager, whether it's the Harry Truman Little White House, which is really fun to explore on the interior. I've done it myself. It's a great little self-guided tour. Going over to Dry Tortugas National Park in Fort Jefferson, or working your way over to some of the other great sites. Included on the tour on day 7 is a visit to Ernest Hemingway's home and museum. And this is one of the most iconic stops in Key West. Guests will get a chance to explore the former residence of legendary author Ernest Hemingway and learn about his life, his literary contributions, and his lasting connection to Key West. And I'm sure some of the cats that you'll see around the island itself are due to him and his location. From there, we work our way to a really unique spot, which is the Marathon Key Turtle Hospital. And our final featured experience is a visit to this amazing hospital where guests learn about the marine turtle rescue and rehabilitation efforts while gaining a deeper appreciation for the conservation work to protect these incredible animals. And they nurse them back to health to get them back into the wild. And it's really amazing to see firsthand. Day 7, we come back into Miami for a one-night stay, and we work our way back to our hub for a one-night stay in a hotel in Miami before flying out on day 8. Now, this tour is a wonderful opportunity to explore the state of Florida, especially the southern portion. And for today's show specials, if you do book a 2026 tour or European river cruise or this special Florida program, by Friday, May 22nd, we'll reduce the deposit down to $199. And generally our deposits are $400 for US trips or $600 for international. But if you purchase this with travel insurance, we reduce it down to a $199 deposit. And that also incorporates a 1 cabin category upgrade available for our European river cruises, both the remaining ones for 2026 as well as our 2027 river cruises. So use the code Florida by next Friday, that's May 22nd, not this week, but next week, and get these great show specials. How you can book is talking with Joe, Holly, April, or Samantha. You can call our 1-800 number, 369-3693, our local San Diego office number, 858-481-8188, or email Joe, Holly, April, or Samantha at afctours.com. And they'll be able to assist you in the booking process, answer any of your questions that come up in the process. Also, visiting our website has each of our tours available on there. Again, over 80 destinations around the world. From all of us at AFC, we appreciate you joining us today. Thank you so much for taking the time to delve into this wonderful destination in Florida. It's one of the best trips I've done as a tour manager and really a highlight for folks getting a chance to see a new part of the States. But if you do have any questions, feedback about the show, or new show ideas, you can reach out to April at afctours.com. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to the next trip.